friends, welcome to the .NET interview community. I'm your host Nirbhay Chauhan, a developer, author, and a trainer passionate about leveling up the skills. Whether you are gearing up for an interview or simply want to deepen your understanding of the .NET technologies, you have come to the right place. I have authored several interview preparation books which are available on Amazon, and the links of these books are given below in the description box. So let's dive into today's question and see how we can tackle it together.
So friends, our today's question is explain the types of classes in C Sharp. As we have already learned about the classes and its definition, but now today we are going to learn about how many types of classes are there in C Sharp and what keywords are used to build or create these kind of classes and what properties do they have. So let's begin. A class is a blueprint or template for creating objects. It defines the structure and behavior that object of that class will have. And in C Sharp, it has several different type of classes, each serving a specific purpose. So let's see how many types of common types of classes are there in C Sharp. The first one is the regular class, which we see or learn every the class like the standard or everyday classes that we use most oftenly. They define the blueprint for object and encapsulating data and behavior. They are instantiated and used to perform action within your program, and we create it via using the public class and then the class name. In this create this class. The next is static classes. Now, what is the static classes? The static classes cannot be instantiated. You cannot create an object of a static class. They are designed to hold static members, and these members are accessed directly using the class name rather than the instance. Think of them as an utility class, which provides a utility for which we need not to initialize or get an instance of that class. So, one of the most popular common static class that we use is a console class. And for creating a static class, we need to use a static keyword before the class keyword and then the class name. So, the signature will become public static class and then the class. The important thing to remember over here is that in a static class, all members of the static class must be static. So the static class, the next is abstract class. The abstract cannot be instantiated directly. They serve as a base class for other classes. They can contain abstract methods. Abstract methods are generally without the implementation, just provide the signature and be implemented or overridden by the derived classes. The abstract class are useful in defining a common interface or contract that their derived classes will be implementing it. So, for creating an abstract class, the keyword required is an abstract keyword, and the signature of a class will be public abstract class and then the class name. This is how the abstract class is created. The next is sealed class. Sealed class, it cannot be inherited. So when we have to stop the inheritance or we don't want that to be derived, then we can use a sealed class. They represent open inheritance chain, and this prevent other classes from deriving your sealed class and potentially alerting its behavior. So the signature for the sealed class is public sealed class and then the class name. So this is the sealed class signature. Now let's look in more common types of classes. The next is nested classes. A nested class is a nested class within a class itself. They can be used to logically group related classes or to encapsulate implementation details. And the nexus class can have access modifiers that control their visibility. There is no difference between the signature of a class and a nested class. The only difference is that a nested class is created within a class. So let's say I have created a public class outer class, and then within that class I will be going to create a public class inner class. So like we create a function within a class, that's where we are giving a public class. So that's how the nested class will be created. The next is generic classes. The generic classes, it allows you to define classes that can work with different types without having to write separate class definition for each type, and where we can use the type parameter to represent the type that be specified later when the object of that class is created. For creating a generic class, the signature will be public class, then the name of the class generic or whatever the name, and then we will be having an arrow symbol and then T, which will stands for the type, and then the another arrow. So that's how the generic class are created. The last one is the partial classes. The partial classes allow you to split the definition of a class across multiple files. This is useful for managing large classes or when you are working with a code generator that might modify the parts of your classes. So I hope you all must have observed that in web programming or in a desktop programming, when you create a web form or a WinForm application, at that time the designer file will be having a partial class and the code behind file will be having the partial keyword for that class name. So the designer part is taken care with the designer partial class, and the code behind is taken care with the code behind class. So the signature for this is public, partial, class, and then the class name. So these are the 7 types of common classes that we use in the C#, and we have seen which kind of keyword will be used for a class in front of the class keyword to make them the special type of class. Let me know in the comment which type of class do not need any special keyword apart from the normal class.
So friends, there you have it. I hope you have gained some valuable insight from this video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe to stay updated on our list. And if you have any questions or want to discuss further, leave a comment below. Plus, let's connect. Follow me on Medium for exclusive content. The link is given below in the description box. See you in the next video.